What's up, guys? I just pulled up in front of Front Range Mercantile. It's a flea market, indoor flea market here in Longmont, Colorado. It's been a while since I've been here. Hit or miss on comics, so let's see what we got inside. All right, guys, there you go. Like I said in the start of the video, I went to an indoor flea market in Longmont, Colorado, which is about 20 minutes north of me. But before I did that, I had answered an ad on Facebook Marketplace. He had shown a bunch of Golden Age kind of Walt Disney characters and things like that, more like funnies. But I noticed a couple Scrooges in there, so I hit him up and I went and met him. He had everything kind of set up in his garage, which I'll show here in the video. So he was a really great guy. We ended up talking a good bit. He collects a lot of rock and roll memorabilia from the late 60s, so we talked a lot about that. He had some really cool stuff, but it was a lot of stuff I don't collect, like Golden Age 10-cent funny books, basically, like, you know, a lot of Walt Disney stuff that I don't collect. But he had several boxes, as you saw in the video probably, that I've just shown. And so I did go through some of that stuff, and then I did grab a couple Uncle Scrooges. So I'll show that here in a second. But I did hit that up, and then on the way back, I decided I'll go ahead and stop in this Longmont flea market, indoor flea market. Hadn't been in there in a while. It's generally not very good, honestly. The books that I do find tend to be overpriced, and they're just a lot of dollar books that are priced way higher than that. And a trend that I'm seeing in these indoor flea markets is they put the stickers sometimes right on the comic. They write on the comic. So I don't have a lot of luck there. Now, this time around, as you've just seen in the video, I came across a guy or a guy or girl, I don't know actually, that had 3 short boxes of comics, and I've not seen that booth before. That was a new booth. And as you can see, I was pulling out comics left and right from there. I ended up whittling that down a little bit, but he had those starting at $2 up to $3.95, and that was pretty exciting. And then there was a second part of that video that I went. That was a new area too, where they had records and comics. So I did get into that a little bit. But you saw I didn't really find much there. But I did end up going back a few days later. This video, I shot this, I think, like the day before the 4th of July. And I ended up going back with my 18-year-old daughter just recently and picked up a few more books that I left behind. I wanted her to be able to go shop there. And then there's just a guy, I think it was maybe like, I don't know, the 3rd video, where it's a ton of books and he had a lot of records. That guy's usually got some really cool stuff as far as my record hunting goes, and I get cassettes from him. But as you see in the video, I do find some comics and some graphic novels up on the top shelf there. So I ended up finding some stuff in there that was pretty cool. I've never really seen him having comics, or I've never noticed him kind of up on that shelf. They're kind of hidden. So I did get some records off him as well. But yeah, overall, for that indoor flea market, which is generally not great, I ended up getting some decent stuff. You know, nothing crazy, but I'm happy for some $2 books. So I thought, why don't we go ahead and check that out now? I'll show you my haul, and you all let me know what you think. Of course, I have failed to mention, once again, hit like and subscribe. But as of making this video right now, I am over 500 subscribers. I'm going to make a little video about that, and then I think I'll do maybe something fun to celebrate that as well. But anyway, I won't digress. Let's check out the haul that I got from the flea market, and what ultimately was kind of a garage sale, but it wasn't a garage sale. It was just in his garage. He had some stuff on sale. So garage sale. So let's check it out. All right. So like I said, went to the garage first, met up with the guy because I wanted to buy some Uncle Scrooge's, and he had some other stuff. I just grabbed a few little things. Now this is the first little Lulu that I have ever purposely bought. I've got them in collections and stuff that I just they're usually always in really poor condition, or I don't really care about them. But this one kind of caught my eye. Number one, it's in pretty nice shape for a little Lulu. And I just thought it was really funny because she's, you know, saying help. And I don't know, something really stuck out to me on this one. I really liked it, so I grabbed it. And everything he was selling me 60% off of what he had written on the back. So I got all of these for a really great deal. Again, I don't really collect anything like this, but I just love the cover. Number one, it's in really nice condition. for a 10-cent Dell. And when I do find anything like this, it's not in great shape. This one's in pretty nice condition. And I just thought it was wild. I just love the cover. And he's got the dynamite in his mouth, Rin Tin Tin. It just looked really cool. It caught my eye. And I said, why not a 10-cent book in this nice shape? It was a cool cover. So I grabbed it. And it looks really great in the Mylar. So, and then we'll just move into those Uncle Scrooges I was talking about. My Uncle Scrooge collection is coming around. And I generally I'll take some of these in lower grade. But a lot of the ones he had were pretty nice shape. He had more he had them, a couple of priced a little bit high. But overall, I was happy with what I got. He was very fair, really great prices on the ones I did take. Nothing high grade or anything, but these are all pretty nice condition. So, and of course, I never memorized the numbers on these. So anyway, I like the covers, but I've got a nice little collection of these now. There's another Uncle Scrooge, the black cover. It's in pretty nice shape. It's got a little writing right there. And then this one's got a little water damage going on right here. But yeah, I grabbed another Uncle Scrooge. And then I grabbed some other stuff. I'm not even going to bother showing it. Just some silly stuff, some Hanna-Barbera. I got this Uncle Scrooge because it had the rainbow. I thought that was nice. And there's a Beagle Boys with Uncle Scrooge. I grabbed this UFO. I like those UFOs. And then I did grab a bunch of Mad Specials that had all the inserts. So I won't show those off. I don't know that anybody cares about Mad. I like Mad. Okay, so what I'm going to show you here is the haul that I got from that indoor flea market. And we'll just get into it. So I grabbed this Boris Karloff. I actually went back with my daughter. I grabbed this. I don't collect Boris Karloff, but I do like some of these covers, and this was a super cool cover to me. I like the purple trade, and then it's just cool. Earth to Star Lab, why don't you answer? I just love everything about this cover, so I went ahead and grabbed it. And same thing here. I don't collect a lot of these Ripleys, believe it or not, but I really love the cover on this one with the cat and the witch, and we got, I guess, a lady in a red dress in a way, and then we got a skull. So it's kind of got everything going for it. It's not in the best shape, but it's not terrible. Again, with these, I don't really collect Twilight Zones, but it has a werewolf, so I grabbed it, and why not? I grabbed this Mephisto vs. Fantastic Four #1. You know, Mephisto was just in Ironheart, which was really cool. If you haven't seen it, hopefully I didn't just spoil it. But it's not a huge spoiler. I think most people should know that, or heard the rumor that he was going to be in it. But either way, it gives you a reason to watch it if you can't bring yourself to watch it. I didn't mind it. It wasn't that great. It wasn't terrible. It was okay. But the last episode's great. Anyway, Mephisto. We got Avengers 227. This is when she joins the Avengers, I believe. And I'm totally blanking on her name. It's like Miss Marvel, but Photon? I don't know if it's Photon or it's probably just Miss Marvel. And we got this Amazing Spider-Man 392. It was a newsstand, so I grabbed it. You know, an homage cover, pretty cool, but in a newsie, why not? And then I'm working on the Web of Spider-Man, so I grabbed Web of Spider-Man #11, which I needed. Great cover. And then I grabbed, same thing, I needed this for the run, Web of Spider-Man 13. I grabbed this one because it was interesting. Superboy, the comic book, first issue, as seen on TV. Long lost Superboy TV show. And so why not? I grabbed that. And I did need this for my X-Men run, actually. So I grabbed this one this was the only one I got. Not true, because I went back with my daughter, got some from the same box. But it was the second box you see in the video where it had a bunch of Teen Titans. I did end up grabbing this X-Men 218. And then this is back to that first box, Wrath the Spectre. I love the Spectre. So this is #1 of a 4-issue miniseries. Thought that was cool. And then if you saw in that first 3 boxes I stumbled into a nice little honey hole of Ghost, and I grabbed one of these. There was this #2 issue of Secrets of Haunted House. So, of course, you know, if you've watched any of my videos, I do love horror. I collect DC and Marvel horror, but focus probably more on DC at the moment. Um, yeah, so I thought that was cool. I was really stoked to find that in there for $2. And then all of these ghosts were $2 a piece, which more than happy to grab all of these for $2. So this was and they're all in nice condition. So this is number 77, number 82, number 84, number 93. My ghost run is really coming along very nicely. I'm very excited about this. This really helped. I got a nice good stack of these things. Number 97. I'm shocked to have found these in that flea market because I never find anything there really. And to find all those ghosts was like, I couldn't believe it. I was really excited. So that's ghost number 103. Of course, they're like, you know, the higher numbers, but that's okay. $2 a piece all day. Ghost 104. And I really like this cover. Ghost 105. And I think we got a couple more ghosts. Ghost 108. I mean, I just so excited to find this many ghosts. And then this is the last one, Ghost 110. So yeah, I mean, that was very, very, very surprising. So I'll keep going back to see if that guy replenishes his comics. When I went back with my daughter, he had condensed the 3 boxes down to 2. So I don't know if like it was the work that I did or if someone else came in after me and grabbed some books. I was excited to find these 2. I think I have this one, or I had this already. But I'll pick up another copy because I'm working on this run. I'm almost done with it. But we got number 2, Marvel Comics Presents Wolverine. And then we got number 1, which I don't think I had, amazingly. I think I was just kind of waiting to get a good copy someday. And I got this for, I can't remember if this was in the $2 box or if it was, this might have been like $3.95. But either way, all day. I'm happy with that. It's a nice shape too. And this was in there as well, which I have a lot of these Batman kind of Dark Knight Halloween specials. I think like Tim Sale did a few of these. So I did not have this. So anxious to read that. That's pretty cool though. And then he had one of these, this Dell 10 Center Roy Rogers and Trigger. Again, I don't really collect these. But again, this was in really nice shape, and I think this one was $2 or $3. I can't remember. Might have been $3, but I'll take that. A Dell 10 cent, nice condition for $3. And then this was back to the guy who had all the books. I found this American Splendor number 16. I need to bag and board this one still, but this is like this came out in the later, like maybe 90s. I can't remember when this came out. If it says 91, so that's cool. I have a lot of the like, I don't have number 1, but I have like 2 through 8 of the initial series. I don't know if this is just like, did they stop? I needed to research. Did they just stop at like 13 and this is continuing starting in 91? I don't know. And then he had this, which I grabbed, Alternative Comics, you know, so this is just kind of, I still have the sticker on there. I got to get off, but you know, I think this gets into P-Car and R. Crumb and some of those guys. So I'm interested to get in and reading that a little bit. What else I could show you? Here, how about these? Okay, like I said, I went back and you'll note in those videos there was a ton of Johnny. I mean, I ran across some Johnny Quest, and I know there's 2 issues of that are the most collectible. I know one of them I have, which is Dave Stevens. I can't remember if there's just 2 issues with Dave Stevens. I think that might be the case. And those ones are a little bit more money, like $30 or something like that. I don't know. I know that there are 2 that are worth something. But that was not in there. It was killing me. Like if you see in the video, I'm like hoping that one of those Dave Stevens is on the next flip of a comic, but it was not in there. But I went back and just grabbed them all because I figured if I do run across another Dave Stevens and I can complete the run. I've seen that run sell on eBay for a good, you know, a little bit of money. So I picked up I went back with my daughter and got all the Johnny Quest. So Johnny Quest number 4, Johnny Quest number 6, which is an Adam Kubert cover. That's a great cover. And then we got number 7. We got number 8. And I picked these up from 2 different there's two different booths that I got both of these from. So it was cool that I was able to kind of put all of these together. And that's number 10 out of two different booths. Number 11, number 12, number 14, number 15. This kind of reminds me of that Superman, that controversial Superman cover where he's kind of like standing behind the kid on the bed. If you guys know what I'm talking about, it's kind of a funky cover. That's kind of the opposite of that a little bit. And I don't know if you see what I'm saying. Johnny Quest number 16. And then we got Johnny Quest number 18. So not bad, right? All those were $2, so whatever. If I put the run together, maybe I can sell it for a little money. I think that's it, guys. That was my run. I really went up to go to buy the Uncle Scrooge's, made a pit stop at a flea market that I don't have a lot of luck in, and walked away with some pretty cool stuff. So you let me know what you think. And again, hit like and excuse me, like and subscribe. Now the push is on to 1,000. So let's see if I can get that done by the end of the year, maybe. That would be cool. Yeah, so thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Y'all take care. Peace out.